I'm sure that, like everyone else, you have your own goals and aspirations, but if right now you're not seeing the results that you want, it could be because you are half-assing yourself. And by this, I mean that you are not committing fully to yourself. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some ways in which we do this subtly and how we can overcome them so that we can actually fully commit to the life that we want to achieve. And the biggest reason why most of us cannot fully commit to ourselves is because of fear. Fear really is one of the biggest enemies that we have on the journey towards a goal, a dream, or an aspiration. And the thing is that fear manifests in so many different ways that if we're not aware of it, we can unconsciously be driven by this fear. So it's important that we catch it on time so that we are not driven by it and we can actually fully commit to our goals. And one of the ways in which we sometimes don't fully commit to ourselves is by having a plan B. If you study the most successful people in the world, they have never had a plan B. A plan B feels like a safety net. It feels like you don't have to really go all in because you have something to save you if you don't succeed. But the difference is that when you actually only give yourself the opportunity to have one plan, that plan A, it's an all or nothing mentality, then you're going to keep going no matter what. If you fail, you're not going to see that as a fail. Instead, you're going to see it as a learning opportunity. And you are just going to keep going because you committed. Like I said, it's an all or nothing mentality. And so having a plan B is the first thing that you need to cut out of your life if you actually want to achieve the goal that you have for yourself. You can't say that you are going to have this just in case this fails, because that just in case means that you are programming yourself to fail already. We also sometimes feel as if we cannot do this ourselves. And so we stay in this waiting stage where we are expecting someone or something to save us. And sometimes it could be you depending on someone else to do the work for you to expect some crazy miracle to happen without you actually having to put in the work. And the truth is that this is just keeping us stagnant. We have to change our mindset and truly believe that we have the power to change our reality. Because if you keep waiting for someone outside of you to save you, first, you're giving away your power. You are not going to take action towards your goals and you are going to remain stagnant, waiting and waiting for something outside of you to change your life when you have the power to do anything you put your mind to. And the truth is that having a plan B and being in a waiting stage, it all stems from a lack of inner faith. It stems from this idea that we are not able to achieve the things that we want. And so it's easier to have that safety net. Like I said, having a plan B, it's easy to put our power in someone else's hands, to wish for something to happen, than to fully trust in ourselves, because that is scary, because then you won't have anyone else to blame but yourself for the reason why your life is not changing. So it's really important to sit down with ourselves and find our inner power, to really commit to that energy, that essence within us that has always carried us through life. And to know that if we have a dream that has been planted in our heart, it was for a reason. It was because it was meant to be manifested in this world. It wasn't just there to stay stagnant, and we have the power to achieve it. We have the power to meet the right people along the way, to align with the right places. And yes, it's scary, but ultimately it feels a lot better to know that we are in control rather than giving our power away to something or someone else. Fear is inevitably always going to be there following you, telling you that you can't do it. There is always going to be that little voice of doubt saying, what if this happens? What if the most horrible thing happens tomorrow and you weren't prepared? Well, the truth is that you can only focus on this present moment, and it is what you do now that really matters. So all you have to do is to focus on doing the best that you can right now, to find the opportunities around you right now. You cannot think of the future and overwhelm yourself, because if not, fear is gonna stop you immediately. Once your mind is in the future, you are going to be filled with fear, because anything is possible. Unless you have a super optimistic mindset and you think of all the possibilities, all the beautiful possibilities that could happen, then the mind usually goes to the negative possibilities, and that is going to bring us back into fear, into feeling like we're not capable, and we are going to paralyze. And so it is really important to remain grounded, to be here and now with that voice of guidance that told you to take that step in the first place. Like I said, that voice is there for a reason. You did not have that desire for no reason, because your desires are different than mine. I bet they're different than your best friend and your parents and your siblings. You have a different desire in your heart because you have a unique path to take. I believe that all of us have the key to unlock the ideal reality of our dreams because it's so specific to you. No one has ever had that specific vision that you have that fits exactly your happiness. And so you have to honor the fact that you felt something. And some people call that intuition, some people call it God. I like to see it as my inner God guiding me, my inner soul guiding me. And you really have to trust that that has the power to get over all of those what ifs when they come along. But you want to remain present. You don't want to think about it because your inner voice of guidance will know how to deal with the problems once you get there. You don't ever have to think of everything ahead because it's too overwhelming. But if you're grounded here, you're doing your best, you'll meet the right people, like I said. You'll be guided to take the right paths and to just live in alignment. And so committing to yourself really allows you to find that peace within yourself because you know that it is something greater than you that is guiding you. You know that it's not your human self, your human little self full of doubt. It is your higher self that is guiding you to the life of your dreams. Like I said, your dreams were placed in your heart to be manifested, and your higher self knows how to do it. But you have to trust in yourself. You have to commit in yourself. You have to say, I believe that I can do this. I fully believe that I am capable of doing this, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one's ever going to believe in you. If right now you go and tell people what you want to do, they're going to fill you with their fears and doubts and insecurities, because most people don't believe in themselves. Most people don't have that deep inner faith in themselves to achieve their goals. And that's why most people live half-assed lives. But you cannot half-ass yourself because this is your life. This is the one life that you have. And so you deserve to give yourself a chance. You deserve to fully trust in yourself because in the past, every circumstance in your life, you've been able to handle it with grace and you've been able to learn, you've been able to grow, and this is no different. But this is an aligned choice. This is a very willful choice that you're making to actually do something greater for yourself. But you have to believe it because I can't believe it for you. You have to fully trust that you have the ability to do this and to move forward with deep intention and deep faith every single day. The thing is that it's really easy to be safe in our own imagination, to be a dreamer and think of the beautiful ways that our life can unfold. But there is a difference between being a dreamer and being a doer. And the difference is in that commitment, in that belief. You don't want to just remain safe in your mind. You actually want to experience the reality that you wish for. So give yourself that chance to commit to yourself. Say to yourself, I believe in myself. Really sit down, ground yourself, and feel your inner power. Feel the inner God that lives within you, that lives within all of us, because that presence is everywhere. If you really understand that God is everywhere, and that same God that made all the beautiful nature, all the beautiful things that we've experienced is inside of you too, you'll understand that you're capable of so many amazing things and you will have no doubt, which is why faith is so important. But you have to feel it, you have to experience it, you have to go within and know yourself so that you can believe in yourself. Because once you get to know that beautiful, amazing person that you are, you will have no doubt that you are capable of achieving everything that you set your mind to. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your presence. I hope that my video was able to encourage you to take that step to fully committing to yourself if you haven't done so. It really is just one shift of mindset that can change everything in this moment. So I hope that you give yourself the chance, and I will see you again very soon with more videos. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.